Hello. So I'm Danielle, and just want to show everyone today how to do a bowline knot. So I tried it. First of all, I tried to do a yoga video every day this week, and something happened with the video. There was either technical difficulties, I didn't have enough memory on my equipment, there was all kinds of things, but it was basically directing me to do this video instead, which is kind of interesting because I always follow intuition. And here's where we are today. So I was coming out to clean the shop anyway. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll do a video. Everybody's home, kind of maybe not doing a whole lot with their time, or maybe they really want to learn bowline because it's really cool not to know. And there's lots of, knots out there and that, but really the bowline is pretty universal. It comes in handy in many situations. And okay, so for example, say if I want to tie a throw bag, a big bag of rope that I need when I go canoeing, or I should have when I go canoeing, if I wanted to tie that throw bag or tie any kind of rope to my canoe, I'm just basically going to do it like this. So here's my end. My bag, say, is over there on the ground, and I put it through a grab loop, which most canoes have. And if you don't, you could tie it to a thwart or somewhere else as well. So anyways, here we go. We've got our end. So we're going to call that end our rabbit. So here's our rabbit. And then what I'm going to do is cross over. You need to make a hole for your rabbit to come out of. So I'm just going to keep this. This is really important to kind of keep. I'm a right-handed person, obviously. I don't know. It looks weird backwards on the video, but this is my right hand. So when I cross over, I really maintain and hold on to the end of your rope or your rabbit. So don't lose him. He's right there. And then you're just going to take that same hand, you're going to make a little loop, and you're going to flip it over onto itself. So basically pretty simple, holding it out, flip it over. And I say simple, but oh my goodness, simple, but easy to forget, right? We've got to practice knots. And most times, if you've taken a course as a lady, any courses in my 20s when I took them, you were mostly standing back watching and while the guys did all the stuff, right? That's kind of how it went. So if you were going to learn a knot as a woman, you had to go home and practice it a lot. It's on your own, and there wasn't even any of these videos either. So, you had to be pretty dedicated. So anyways, here we go, back to our knot. So we've got our rabbit. All we did was come over here. We loop it. I hope you can really see that, because I always say when people first start it, it's like you can practice this by just holding it out in front of you like that. And here's your rabbit on that end. And you would just simply come over and loop it here. And then you come back to holding your rabbit like that. Okay, so we're just adding that a little extra step by hooking it on the grab loop. Okay, so made my loop. We talk a lot on this little channel. So taking the rabbit, he's going to go up out of the ground because rabbits live in the little burrows, right? They dig holes, get in the ground. So you got to think of it that way. I've made a nice little flat top. And another little important thing to note is oftentimes people rookie error on this one when you're practicing for the first time is you'll let go and you'll get all goosey-loosey with that hole for your rabbit. No, you've got to stay strong there. So all you got to do is hold it with your thumb and your index and just really make a nice little point for your rabbit to come out of. So it's a solid hole. So here he comes. So he's coming up out of the ground. Now the tree is the part that's connected to your bag or to whatever you're going to tie. So you got the loose end, you're going to tie, say, your clothesline up, and you want to tie it to the tree over a little ways away. So that end is what we're going to call the tree. Okay. So your rabbit, here he goes again. He's coming up. You've got that point still up out of the tree, up out of the ground. And you've held the tree nicely with your other three fingers. So you're just resting it, kind of laying there. So he comes up out of the ground. He got freaked. It's like something came out of the woods. Oh, something's going to eat him. So he goes back. He goes around the tree. Whoops, grab it with this right hand. And then pull a little bit. Give yourself enough rope. And then he got freaked out, right? So he went back down in his hole. And so at that point, let go of your right hand, grab your rabbit. He's in the ground now. And then you've got to gently release now the hold that you had on that point. And then gently pull your tree and your rabbit at the same time and be gentle here. This is another rookie mistake where people will get the knot and then it doesn't look right, so they don't think they've got it. But you've got to do what they call dressing the knot, which is basically making it look pretty. So you got to make your knot look pretty, and then at the end of the day, oh, crappy do, this is where you want a video. I'll have to pull this in closer so you can see. I'll get the video in a sec. But you want to end up with what looks like a horse's butt with a tail coming out, which is the tree end. So then what you've got is a super, super tight knot where if you pull on it with tension, it never really, it won't break. It'll hold. It'll stay there unless your rope is frayed or something and then your rope's not strong enough. But for the most part, it will stay there. And then what's really neat about this knot is after tension, you've put on lots of tension, you can come over here and simply super duperly easily undo it. And you're right back to square one. Okay, so I'm going to do that up close so you can see the horse's butt. And plus, we can do it here. So here we go. So we've got it in front of us. We're going to take this this end of take our right hand, reach over, just simply make a loop for your horse or for your rabbit hole. So you come back, boop, holding it here, reach over with your right hand, make a loop, and then just hold it nicely. And there's your rabbit hole. And you take your rabbit, bring it up out of the hole, around the tree. So it does often make a difference, righty, if you're coming up out of the tree, going around, he goes under and around to the right and then back in. And already you can see that horse's butt formation happening. And as I pull on my rabbit, I'm going to now let go of that point and gently guide the knot. and the rope makes a difference too, because if you have some skinny, tiny little rope, right, it's going to be really hard to notice that it's the horse's butt. But here we go. So see what you got? And that's it. Okay, awesome. Enjoy. Try it over and over. Have fun with it. And then I'll do another video with making a clothesline so we can learn the trucker's hitch and how we can tie our canoes down and how we can use it to dry our clothes or put up a tarp line, all kinds of cool stuff. So all you need is a really nice piece of rope and some know-how and some practice time. And so anyways, got a canoe lesson, a whole full basic canoe lesson coming up on June 27th. If you're interested, lots more things to learn and practice. And really lots of equipment stuff that you probably, a lot of people just kind of, get right into the sport, but sometimes miss a first few steps to really help you out. And gear is super important. So anyways, have a great day. Talk to you later.